Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to bring you guys a little bit of a word of encouragement today. And I want to talk about one of the many attributes of our God. And that is that our God is a personal God, which is very special. And that might be something that you think, well, yeah, of course our God is a personal God. But I want to kind of talk about why that's special and why we have that kind of relationship with him. So this relationship that we have with God is rooted in his glory, and he is ever present with us. He's deeply invested in our hearts, and he actively works in our lives even if we don't feel it. And so he relates to us, he cherishes us, and he rains compassion on us all the time. He's not a detached or a distant God. And that's what's so special about it, is because he draws near to us so that we can draw near to him and have this intimate, beautiful relationship with him. So in Exodus 34, when God met Moses on Mount Sinai, Moses came down from the mountain and he found that he had to conceal his face in order to speak to the Israelites. Because like the radiance of God's glory was like shining through his face, and it was frightening the Israelites. And so from there on out, when Moses went to meet with God, he would unveil his face when talking to the Father, and then he would have to veil his face again when he went back to speak with the Israelites and speak with his people. So that is so different from what that looks like for us now. And we see in 2 Corinthians 3, Paul talks about how Christ has changed that relationship for us. And he's talking about like how the gift of Christ's sacrifice and the gift of the ministry of the Holy Spirit has changed that. And that now we can go to God with, unveiled faces, because Christ is now the mediator of that relationship, because Christ is the radiance of God, because Christ is the exact expression of God's nature. So I'm just going to read you a quick little verse from 2 Corinthians 3:17. It says, "Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. And we all who with unveiled faces contemplate the Lord's glory are being transformed into his image with ever increasing glory, which comes from the Lord of God, who is the Spirit." And I love that verse, and it kind of talks about that the gift of the Holy Spirit and what that looks like. And because of Christ and the gift of the Holy Spirit, the fact that the Holy Spirit dwells in us and lives in us and intercedes on our behalf, the Holy Spirit is the Lord. The Lord is the Spirit, and there are three in one. And it's that beautiful Trinity that we have, and we have access to the Father through the Spirit. And that's how it's been made different because of Christ's sacrifice. Because, when Christ ascended, he said, "I am leaving you now so I can go be with the Father, but I am sending you this gift of the Spirit that's going to live in you." And so I just think that is a beautiful depiction of the relationship that we have with God, and the relationship that he desires to have with us. So I just wanted to encourage you guys today with that, to go to God and to access the beauty of that relationship. And if you don't know where to start with that, go to God, speak into that. And for me, it helps me to feel more connected to the Lord. Sometimes it helps me to do like out loud prayers. Like I will voice my prayers, and I will go somewhere by myself. Sometimes it's in my car, and I'll be by myself and I'll be speaking to the Lord audibly, and that helps me feel very connected to him. And I think it's just a great way to voice your prayers and to have that communion with him. So I just want to encourage you guys with that today. We love you guys so much, and we hope that y'all are having a great week, and we hope to see you very soon.